welcome back to Cross Stitch the Globe. My name is Stephanie. This is a channel about cross stitch, and today is a Flosstube extra. I already tried to say all those things in another video and couldn't make it, so I had to start over. Today's extra is a DMC Floss organization. You guys, I asked you guys on Sunday, you guys saw it on Monday, what you guys wanted me to do for the extra, this or decluttering and organizing, because my sister couldn't film on Sunday. She was not feeling well, and we can only film together on Sundays. So if we don't film together on Sundays, then I usually end up filming different stuff at my house. So like I filmed that on Sunday, and I'm filming this today on Thursday. Hopefully it will go up tonight. My goal is to do nothing embarrassing that requires me to edit it out, so that I can literally pop this on my computer, slap the intro and the exit, like the outro, put a couple graphics, and boom. Like I don't have, my aunt and uncle are in from out of town today, so I don't have a lot of extra time. And this is the third video I filmed today, because I also filmed a vintage pattern parade and ship with me that's gonna come out probably tomorrow for this channel, because I had a bunch of cool vintage haul that came in from one of you guys, and also some stuff from eBay. And one of the things already sold and I needed to ship it. So I went ahead and recorded that today, and I'm gonna edit that tomorrow. But that requires a lot of editing. So I think I said I was gonna try to put that one up first, but there's no way, because that one requires a lot of editing. This needs to require no editing. So on Sunday, when Allison and I get together, we're gonna record some good extras for next week. And we're taking a little hiatus from tutorials while we kind of mostly I'll deal with the organization issue that is my life. Are you guys seeing this? So that's where we are globally. Hopefully this will go up tonight. I'll probably take my laptop over to my parents while we're eating dinner with my aunt and uncle, because mostly it's just, if I don't have to edit, then it's mostly just sitting with my computer nearby while it does processing stuff. You guys know if you do videos for anything. So I recorded that vintage haul parade and ship with me, and I will try to put that up tomorrow. So there's gonna be a lot of videos this week, but basically I did my makeup so it was like, might as well just record everything I'm doing today. And the reason we're doing DMC, I didn't go check if this one or if decluttering and organizing one. I figured I would just do this one this week. And next week I'll film an organizational video, because I need to do both projects. So why not just film both things and bring you with me? I know that everybody doesn't watch every kind of video, and that's totally cool. Like some people just check in on the big ones or just check in on the Flosstube episodes. And I know some of you guys really like the distractions right now. So if I'm doing it anyway, I might as well record. So I'm going to record for exactly 1 hour, and then I have to leave. So let me set the scene. So I told you guys I was giving up on Adam Hart thread bobbins. I just didn't have the time. I didn't want to put stuff on floss drops. And then you might be like, what are you talking about? So I had originally listed 250 of them, and then the person who messaged saying they were interested is somebody that is like a stitchy friend. And so I said, well, for you, it's worth going in on my project bags and de-kitting everything. So this is the stuff that was sitting on Adam Hart floss drops in project bags. Now it's not everything, because she only bought 500 floss drops and I have 600. So there's still stuff like things I have to get off the rings, but this is all the stuff that I removed from project bags to clean off those floss drops. And I've decided I don't want DMC in bags unless it's like my chatelaine or something very specific that it needs to be, like for a specific reason, it needs to be together. Like a chatelaine that's gonna take me so long to stitch that I don't want the shades to change. Like, or if I'm doing a monochromatic piece that requires like 30 skeins, I want those all together. But this is like, I took these out of projects where that's not the case. So I did not know this is how much stuff I had on floss drops. And it's not everything, but it's still only like, this is like 100, This is like maybe 150 floss drops. So probably total I had 200 skeins on floss drops. I still want to move to bobbins because I still don't want to drop another 300 skeins to do everything on my on floss drops, even paper ones. Like looking at this, I could be like, okay, well, why don't I just do paper as floss drops as my master set? And I don't want to do that. I want to switch to bobbins. I want to have a full set near me. However, I don't want to waste this floss. So today's goal is to organize it in numerical order. And then that part of that requires re-punching the holes on these tags, because the whole, like, I did a stupid thing, and when I bought these, I thought they'd be in different project bags, so I bought ones that didn't match. I hate this shape for floss drops. Never do that to yourself. But I also, the tag's not big enough, so I need to re-punch the top. Look, I bought this whole bunch at a thrift store and then never used it, so it still has the tag on it. So that this can go on a bigger ring, so that these, I would like them to be on the same size ring. And I need to put them in a numerical order. And the reason I want to do that now and not continue to find the other 100, because there's like probably another 90 skeins on floss drops. The reason I want to do it now is that I'm out of floss tags. These are all the floss drops, the paper ones I have left. And so I want to double and triple up. Like if, like the, you know, this is B3865. Like it was in like 4 project bags. So I just want everything on one of these. And then my goal is not really to stitch from these. My goal is just to have them cataloged in my Notions app, so that, I mean, I'm going to have to stitch for them, but like, I'm not going to have these out by my chair. Like I'm going to have all my my bobbins in the box, in that bag I showed you guys, by me when I'm stitching. But if something is on one of these, I want to use this up first. So I want to know, and in that situation, I might pull some of this off and put it on a card in the bag or something. Like I wouldn't take one of these and put it in the bag, because like I don't want all my, I don't want all my floss tied up in bags. But I can take, like, you know, some of it, put it on a floss card in the bag. And I even have some floss cards. Or take some of it, put it on a floss card, you know, like, I want to have this, I want to know what's on these, and I want them to be in order where I can find what I'm looking for. But this is not but like, as these go away, they won't get refilled. But like, also, like, it's going to take me years for these to go away. So like, also, I need to know, like, if 762 has one of these and I don't have a bobbin for it already, then I need to put a sticker on a bobbin and put it in the box for the master set. But I don't need to go buy a skein of it until this is gone. So that's kind of the nightmare of my life. I think this project should take the time that we have today, putting these in numerical order, repunching the top of these, and then if I have more time, I can start pulling out more floss drops. But I think that's going to be it. And then also, if I find some of these, like if I find I have 2 of one number of these, and I want to remove one and reuse it, because since these are not permanent, I can just cross it out. And so that's where we are. I don't know. I also recorded a thrift with me today. So like, you know, if I have makeup on, I have lipstick on, you know, I didn't do my hair today. I showered, but I didn't do my hair today. But like, sometimes it's better just to get all the videos out of the way. But okay, this is going to be terrible. Let's just jump in. Okay, so first of all, I gotta find where the break is. Oh, okay, it's right there. Not the break, but the opening is. Okay. So I don't fully know the best way to do this other than just do it. Okay. Because I don't know, I don't think I want these like getting a ton of like I don't think I want them going around the rings a lot, because I think they seem kind of fragile. So I don't think I really want to organize them on the ring. So maybe I need to put them into, maybe I need to put them in like numerical piles and put those piles. And then when they're all in a pile by the number, then I can organize the number onto the ring. Let's do that. I'm going to start with these smaller ones that need hole punching. I don't know what I would have done if this process, if this hole punch didn't work, because it would really derail this entire process. I made these floss drops myself. These are just craft store paper tags. I got the idea from Sarah Stitchery. But I made a mistake, and one of the reasons she did it is because she likes to have all of her stuff match. I bought different looking ones and regret it. Okay, what? I need to take this off. I only probably saved, I think, like, when I was looking at hole punches, I think, I can't remember if the cheapest one I found was like $4 or $5, but I was like, probably didn't save that much money buying it for $1.50 at the thrift store. Like, saved some, obviously, but not that much. But always feels good when you buy something secondhand. Okay, so 400, 300. Let's put everything else up so I can just make floss piles. This might be a nightmare. Oh, well, this already came off and I have no idea what that goes to, and I'm not gonna find out. Okay, let's put that over there for now. Move the laptop for now. I don't move it that far. This will come in handy if I find a duplicate. Okay, I got some space. You guys can't tell, but now I have some space to work with. I could take these all off this ring at one time though. And that would go faster. I don't know what I'm going to do about recording in here. In the summer, this room gets really hot. It's already pretty hot. And yes, I know I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but I couldn't find this dress. I don't like the sleeves on this dress, and I couldn't find another thing to wear over it. But, because like, I don't know if the noises of a fan would be too annoying in the videos, but I'm going to have to, because, there's just enough things, even for our channel, that I like to film. Like that Allison's not really like she doesn't care about the like vintage pattern selling stuff. I mean, she likes it, she watches it, but she's not like, you know what? I don't know if she watches it. I think she likes it. She likes going through the old patterns, and then she'll find stuff she likes, but she's not, gonna film usually, like, unless I find something and it happens to be like a Flosstube week. She's not gonna film those with me, so I would still film those here. So I have to be able to film here in the summer. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 500s, 600s. Another reason I'm glad I'm moving away from floss drops is that I don't have the skills to accomplish cutting all the floss drops to look pretty and the same. Like if you look at them, they're not the same lengths on every bag, even though my philosophy about about how long to cut them is pretty much the same. So it's really sad. I'm going to put all the 300s together for now. So that, and then I will, by the time we get to them, I can spread them out and reorganize them. 900. Yeah, these, I hate these tags. I really wish I had bought all the other kind of tags. And actually, I'd found some that were the ones I'd had almost bought the ones that Sarah recommended, and then I was like, I want to start right away, and I got these at a craft store, and then I shouldn't have done that. It was nice to have them there, like not to have to go buy these for this project, but I shouldn't have done that. 700, 700, 700s. If you're wondering how many of these kind of tags I have that I have to hole punch, like 100. I think at least 100. A lot. Oh. 700. Do I have an 800 pile going? I don't think so. That's my first 800. Okay. It's funny, like when you get into what the numbering system of DMC are, that it's just like so obvious that their system in the beginning was never built to handle 500 colors, because it makes no sense. And I don't know if that's common with like paint companies or other art supply companies, that your numbering system is so weird, but it's weird. Gotta remember, don't scratch my nose. I get the itchiest nose when I film Flosstube or anything. And then I end up having to edit out me scratching my nose. And that Flosstube I published on Monday, I was watching it back and I realized I had not edited out one of the times that I just stopped, scratched my nose, and then like paused and kept going. But it was like too late. I was like, whatever, I'm not like doing the whole last steps again. So it is what it is at this point. But it was embarrassing. But today, since I absolutely do not want to have to edit this minute by minute and just do like a big, like, I just want to add some graphics at the beginning and the end. I do not want to have to edit it. So I absolutely cannot do anything embarrassing. That is, I mean, I will do embarrassing things. I do embarrassing things on every video. I cannot do something so embarrassing that I have to edit it. It will be interesting at the end of this process, like not just this process of like floss dropping things, but like it will be so interesting at the end of all this to see, okay, what do I have to go buy? Like, what am I really missing? Because it feels like I have, you know, I know I don't have every color because I've tried to kit things up and I just know I don't have, where I had it like recently where I was like, oh, I don't have that color anywhere. But it's so crazy to think that, because it's like, surely I have every color. This is, you know, this isn't even a quarter of the skeins in this room. Between the full skeins and the abominated skeins and then all the extra skeins that I have, this is not even close to it. This is maybe a quarter, because I have 2 full boxes and then I have all these project bags with skeins still in them. So it's like, how many will I end up not having? Like 100? I feel like it's going to be between 100 and 200. I feel like there's 0 chance. Why don't in the comments guess how many skeins at the end of this I will end up having to go buy. And I probably will buy the variegated flosses just because, but I don't really count those as like, there's almost no patterns that use the variegated flosses. I can think of 1 or 2 off the top of my head where it's like, that's literally the call for. Like a lot of times people sub them in or they do monochrome things with them. And I know people, there are, you know, I know they do get called, but to me, they're like still specialty flosses, and I wouldn't, if I didn't have any of that, like, I would be fine. But I will probably buy them when it's time to get them. But I feel like, okay, I feel like I'm going to be missing 100 flosses. I'll just say that, 100. And tell me in the comments what you guys think. All right. This is my first in the 100s. I kind of, when I'm organizing, I kind of put everything 0, 1, and 2 in a pile and then go back and look at them more closely because there just aren't that many of them. All right. Okay, I'm getting close to the end of these. Thank God, because then I can just put those in a pile. I won't have to punch any more holes. There's a lot of green because I kitted up a project that had like 50 shades of green, and I kitted up on floss straps and then UFO'd it. So I have a lot of that green color. All right, B5200, I'll put it with the 1s and 2s. These are both 7s. Oh, okay. Oh, also there's like a chance that my phone will die. And if my phone dies, it will save the video. And if that happens, I will just record. I may not. No, let's just say this. If my phone dies, I will publish the video as is because I won't want to stop and have to charge. I won't have time to charge the video enough to like get it going. So if this video is like dramatically less than an hour, then that's what happened. Doing these videos as like hour-long organizational chunks though is really nice because it's like you can organize for an hour without feeling like you lost your day to it, but still get something nice done. Now, would it be maybe kinder to myself to just stop and do it for like a day and be done with it? Maybe, but that's not really how my life works right now. It's not really possible. Like, this is what my life looked like today. Okay, so woke up, helped my son take a shower because he's 5, but he didn't want to get up early enough to take a bath, which is his he'd prefer to take a bath. But he's kind of reaching this age where he does not like getting up in the mornings, even on nights where he goes to sleep just fine. So I let him sleep a few minutes late. He took a shower, but I still had to make sure he was like actually clean and help him brush his hair and double check his teeth and stuff. Then I took a shower, but I didn't have time to do my hair, which is what my hair looks like this, even though I did shower today. Took my son to school, then picked up groceries. Then I watch my daughter till about 11:30 every day because my ex works nights. So he watches her from 11:30 to 4:30. So I have my daughter, but I wanted to record a little thrift with me video because Etsy, so I finally got my driver's license in the mail. So I finally was able to verify my identity to open my vintage, to open like a second Etsy store, because you're not allowed, even though I have an Etsy store and I'm already verified and I already get like auto deposited on that store. So like that means they trust me enough. Like I have a good enough selling record that they will give me whatever I make one day, they will literally deposit into my bank the next day, but you can't open 2 stores on one account. So to do the vintage resale shop, I basically had to start over like I was a new person, and my driver's license was expired. I couldn't find my passport. So I had to wait. I'm going to go ahead and hole punch these floss straps in case I end up needing them, because I don't want to get my hole punch out again. So, okay, so I'm finally got approved. They approved my identity, so I'm going to start listing stuff on that store tomorrow. So I was like, well, let me record. And I try to do 2 videos a week on that channel. Doesn't always happen. But I was like, let me go do a little thrift with me at Goodwill while I have my daughter, but I don't have her in the videos. So I just record like what I'm looking at, but I don't record, or like sometimes I'll grab, like her arm will be in it, but I don't have her face in the videos anymore. She's never been in the videos on that channel. I had her when she was a baby in a video on this channel, but I just since then have kind of just changed my mind on that. So I knew it was going to be a video where I would record an intro in my car and then record voiceover. So I recorded like B-roll of everything I was looking at, and then I will record a voiceover when I go to edit that tomorrow. And then, I recorded like an outro in my car. And then when I came home, I had an hour until my husband, my ex, we're separated. An hour until he was going to pick her up, right? So, watched Summer House and ate lunch. My daughter spilled our salsa everywhere, so she needed a bath. I wasn't going to give her a bath today, but she needed one. So, gave her a bath. He came and picked her up. Then I immediately came in here and recorded the like haul portion of the thrift with me, where I like went through the 5 things that I bought and like Did a little research on them before I recorded that, but basically like immediately sat down and started working on that, and then recorded the little parade. Okay, this hole punch cannot handle more than one at a time, and I shouldn't have tried. Maybe it can handle 2, but not 3. So then I recorded the vintage haul parade because I had 5 orders I needed to ship today, and one of those was something from the haul that I had never shown you guys, so I recorded that. Then during that, I packaged up 5 orders, and then it was time to go pick up my son from school. So I dropped those 5 orders off at the post office, the drive-through mailbox. Why am I blanking on the word mailbox? So dropped those off at the mailbox, and then went and picked up my son, took him to his dad's because he won't go do carpool. So I like the time with my son one-on-one in the car, focused, so I don't fight about it, but it doesn't logistically make sense that I get 5 hours to work, but 1 hour in the middle is that. So then when I was coming back from dropping him off, we only live 5 minutes apart, but there were these vintage screen doors in front of one of the houses where they were doing some construction. So I live in a city that has a ton of old houses. So I'm hoping now that I'm doing this vintage store, and it's already been working, that there'll just be a lot of really good vintage stuff that's being given away on the side of the road. And there has been. I don't have a big car, so I can't get all of it, but there's been some good stuff. So I picked those up. They were the length of my car. So they went all the way to the front. I put them in through the back of the middle, and they went all the way to the dashboard from the back. And I drive like a compact SUV. So brought those in. I put them in the bathroom over here because I don't have time to clean them off right now. They look so cool. I don't know if I'm going to sell them. Oh, okay. Gotta stop touching my nose. I don't know if I'm going to sell them as is, clean them up, but sell them, or if I'm going to hold on to them because I want to open an antique booth. And my brothers, look, I have 2 646s already. This is fruitful. My brother's girlfriend is opening an antique booth, and she has already had one in the past, and I really want to open one. And part of me thinks I should just hold on to these because I didn't pay for them and clean them up. And then when I get an antique booth within a year, they'll be perfect for displaying it in an antique booth, and I can probably sell them that way because they would be a nightmare to ship. Because again, they're they were 2 window, they're not window shutters. They're shutter doors from a pantry from they look 50s to me, but I'm not 100% sure. I won't be listing a year on them. I'll just be saying vintage architectural salvage basically, but they were free and they're super cool. So I had to get those. And then I got back here, saw that my phone was dying, charged it for a few minutes while I got ready so that when I'm done with this, I can literally bounce. Because I got to go pick up my kids, and then normally he would bring them back, but I got to pick them up because I've got to take them over to my parents' house because my aunt and uncle are in town, and so we got to go have dinner over there. And so then that's why I'm thinking I can edit this video while we're over there because it's 10 minutes on your, as long as I don't need to edit it, it still just be 10 minutes on my computer, talk for a while, then another 10 minutes. It's not stressful if you don't have to edit. If you have to edit, then however long the video, okay. I edit almost every one of our videos, and you can see the timestamp and you can double it, and that's probably how much time it took me to edit it. But if there's one with very light editing and we never took a break and I don't need to pop in pattern pictures or anything, then it's very rare. Probably 10% of our videos require almost no time. And that's the best. That's what we're going for today. So eat dinner with my aunt and uncle at my mom and dad's. Then come back. I live about 30 minutes away from my parents. Come back. Home. Get the kids ready for bed. Sit down. stitch. Normally, I mean, I will probably take my stitching to my parents too. I might be able to get away with a little bit. I haven't been able to stitch at my parents lately because my daughter has been truly insane. And she's 2, but she's like up to level on her 2-ness. Look at this. That one's almost done. If I don't have another one of them. That is the color of the Prairie Schooler Santa that I stitched last year, his coat. And it was like almost a whole skein. But not quite. So, yeah. Then I can stitch. Try to be asleep at midnight. Oh, but tomorrow my ex will pick up my son and take him to school. I do 8 carpools a week. He does 2 carpools a week. Thinks we're doing 50-50, but whatever. So he'll pick him up tomorrow. So tomorrow morning will be a little bit easier. And then tomorrow when I'm working, I need to do some stuff on one of my websites. Well, I need to do a lot of stuff on my websites. I will do some stuff on one of my websites tomorrow. And then edit the other video that I did for this channel, edit the video I did for my other channel, and then start listing stuff for my vintage resale shop, which I'm actually running through one of my travel websites. So it counts as blogging too, but in the long run it will. Right now they're not really, no one on that website knows, but eventually it will go through that website. So I don't know why I started this tangent, but anyway, so that's like what my day was like. And yeah, I absolutely love being a parent and I wouldn't trade it for anything, but we're at an age where we need, like, you know, all the time together is very, very active time where you're trying to make sure that like no one needs to call poison control or like go to the ER. None of it is like, you know, chill and stitch time. I know when they're a little older, well, they're pretty wild, so we'll see. But I know, you know, this time is not forever. And so I'm just trying to appreciate it. But that, anyway, that is why it doesn't really work for me to stop and do like, oh, well, I'll just organize all this stuff tonight and just take a really long night and be done. Besides the fact that I literally have plans and I just like don't have lots of time. I don't have lots of blocks of time to do things. And when I do have blocks of time, I need to be doing I need to be doing things that like I cannot do when my kids are around. Like my kitchen right now is a disaster. Like it is like a tornado went through it. I'm not super stressed about it since we're not going to be here tonight. And tomorrow is a day where I get more time because of him taking my son to school and back. So that's a problem for tomorrow. But, you know, I don't know how people do everything they need to do in a day. And some of the stuff like saying like, okay, well, I want to get all my DMC organized, but when would I ever do it? By making it a video and making it like a responsibility I have for the channel. Or making it a year goal that I'm like checking in on. Like it makes a huge difference in like giving myself permission to work on it. I should have probably planned some topics for today because I really didn't think about it. And there's not as much to like talk about as I go as you would think. Although I'm almost done with this part of with the part where I put everything into piles and then I can start putting them on rings in the correct number order, which will be exciting. And then when this part is done, when I take things off of floss drops, I can put them in the correct order as I go. And that will be great. And then when all the things and all the bags are out and all the floss drops have been floss dropped, like all the stuff that's already on floss drops has been put in these. I just put an 800 in the 300s, 2 800s in the 300s. Ugh, okay. Then I can put all the bobbins in order, and then I can make all the bobbins that I don't have. And then I can put all the skeins that I have in their overflow correct order. and see what I don't have on bobbins. And then I can go buy those stuff that I don't have, put that stuff on bobbins, and then I'll be done. Okay, so I just have it. Let's see if I can pull it. Okay, so I just have a desk now that is just full of piles of floss, but I can put it in order. So that's good. Okay, so this pile are my 100s, 200s, and 300s. All right. So now, because the 100s, 200s, 300s have been like conflated, because there just aren't as many of them, I need to put them in. I need to put them in little mini piles. God help me at the end of this if people don't like, I have to get like 25 unsubscribes all at once, because they'll be like, what is happening to her? She is not well. 221. 01. 22. 24, 25. Isn't it funny when you like dekit stuff and you look at it and you're like, I know exactly what I was stitching you with. Like, I know these are from the Icelandic waterfall from my Cross Stitch of Ice and Fire book that I did last year. 63. 4. I have 2 4s. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I'll do this, and then when I go to put them on the rings, I'll remove the duplicates once these are in order. Okay, so I've got 10, B5200, Blanc. In your heads, do those go at the beginning or the end? Okay, so here are the zeros, the 100s, and the 200s that I have. I can put them on this ring. 1, 2, 4. Okay, I'm gonna pull this the second 4 out. And I will double that up in a second. 10, 22, 24, 25, 156, 163, 168. I thought I had 2 168s. Oh, interesting. 221, 223. Okay. We have some floss in numerical order. That's so exciting. Now, pull this 4 off. Double this 4 up. Again, these are not things I'm going to be, like, I'm not going to be pulling individual flosses off these. So it's okay. They're a little fragile. Yay! Okay, so that's the first set. And then this tag is an extra. And I guess I'll put the Blanc and the B5200 at the end, just because I don't want it to be at the beginning. Okay, 300s. So like yesterday, I knew with 310s and stuff to double them up already. 370, 371. Oh, I have 2 356s. I'll just leave that out. And this is 318. Okay. Since I have less stuff in my hands, because I'm not trying to keep apart 3 different sets, I'll just pull this off. Okay. There are some numbers that I have where the numbers are the same, but you can tell when I put the skeins together yesterday that they were, oh, I did not do that correctly. That they were like different die lots, but I feel like having them on the skein together or on the floss strip together, even if they're different die lots, will be good, because I'll know like, oh, I have this color do I need to mix these two together, or do I have enough to do it just as one of them? And I know later there is a potential when you use vintage floss that I might run into a color issue, but I think that my life will be easier if I just don't worry about that. And considering how much I go into thrift stores, the chances that I end up with a lot more vintage DMC is just like highly likely. So I don't want to make a rule that I'm not allowed to stitch with it or something. So we got 20 minutes to put these on their number. I think we can do it. I think we did the hard part. I think we can, if the phone doesn't die, I think we can get these in numerical order. Okay, and this 356 gone. Okay, 400s. 415, 470. 14, 469, 407. I wonder if DMC like could start from, like, I don't want them to start from scratch because I don't want to do another system. And I know that the thing is, like, too many things rely on the system they have, so they can never, at this point, they really can't change it. But I wonder if they could pick a system now that they actually wanted, what would they pick? All right, I have two 420s. Move that. That's kind of fun. In each batch, I found one duplicate. Now my 400s are in order. Let's put them on the ring. Yeah, I think this is gonna get done in an hour. Because it took me about 2 minutes to do the 400s. And so if I can do every group in about 2 minutes, we would be done at the correct time. Okay. 500, especially, ugh, my nose, especially if I don't dawdle. All right, 500, 564. I already have, no, I have two 563s. But see, that to me looks like different die lots. So I'll still put them on the same number, but because it's still good to know that, but it's, and if I have any skeins of it, it'll be interesting to see what is the current one. 505, 580. $35. 20, 502. Okay, and I have two 500s. Okay. Two 500s. Okay, and two 563s. I guess I don't need to mark those out. It's more pressing that I get all these in the correct order on here. They're at least, they're in a pile. I know that they're not being used. 505, 520, 530, 535, 563, 564, 580. Crushing it, guys. 600s. Okay. 47, 39, 2 647s already. Interesting. Okay. 610, 611, 612. Oh, and 2 646s. Okay. 3 640. No, 2 645s. Okay. 3 647s. These are very common colors in the full coverages that I do, though. And sometimes I would just go kit them up, their own kit, just because I didn't want to deal with it. 632. 2 612s. And a 640. Okay. Wow, so quite a few duplicates. Let me get these on the ring and then that'll be easier to deal with. Okay. 11, 6, 12, 32. 40. Okay. 42. 42. 45. 46. 47. 6.99. Okay. Let's deal with these duplicates. Okay. 612. One of the reasons I want to make sure I know what's on these and use them is that, like, if everything's on a bobbin and the bobbin's by my chair, these will never get used up, and that would, I'm not editing that out. So moving you back, fixing you. Oh, we're not editing. No, we're not. These would never get used up because I would never think to go to them. So I have to make myself a system where they get used up. So that system has to be like, I look for these first. I don't know. Maybe it'll end up having to be by my seat. I don't know. Where like in some, I don't know. Maybe on each project I'll need to make a note. Like, I don't know. It'll be a work in progress to figure out what works the best. All right, 2 647. All right, we're through the 600s. We got 10 minutes left. I might not make it, but we'll see. Duplicates really slow me down though. Maybe there's a better way to deal with them. $7.27, $7.44, $81.83, $7.72, up to $7.25s. $7.26, $7.47, two $7.83s, $7.82, $7.61, two $7.61s, two $7.75s, and $7.60. Okay, we are doing so good. Okay, $7.25. $7.60, and we're almost done with this. I think we'll switch to a new ring after this one. Okay. I'm like sliding down in my chair. $7.61, $7.62, $7.72. $7.75. Okay, 83 is the leather duplicate, which is nice because it's the last of the 700s that I have. All right, so we have one of these is done. Hooray! Okay, 800s, 900s, 3000s. And I have 5 minutes. Let's go. All right, 898, 823. This might be 828, might not be. I need to wait and see what 828 really looks like. There was a couple where my handwriting just wasn't good enough. 807. 840, 844. And I feel, again, if at some point this video cuts off, pretend I said goodbye and to subscribe and to see us on other videos. 819. No duplicate stuff. Nope, I just jinxed myself. 898. Okay. $818 and $827. Oh, but only one 800 duplicate, and it's the last one, which is kind of nice. I feel like I'm gonna start getting like nervous and shaky, like, can I get this done today? Now that I'm like so close to getting it done. Oh, these are very different 898s. That's almost where you're like, did I make an error? But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not going to be super worried and precious about everything. Oh, has this been like that tilted this whole time? Okay. Because of the train, it's like every time I go around my house with the leveler, then the train comes by and it like, the walls vibrate a little bit. So I've stopped super caring. Okay, 900s. 937, 934, 970s. Are we gonna make it? 926, 936. I feel like I'm gonna get slowed down on this 3000s pile because it's not even close to the right order. 964. 48. 54. 975. Up 2 910s. 909. 2 948s. Okay. 911. 913. 930. Ah, it's like 59 minutes I've been recording. I really am gonna have to go before I finish this. I'm gonna finish the 900s and then I'm gonna have to call it, which is okay. I'll just have one. I'll just have the 3000s left, which is just like this much floss. Like compared to this whole project, it's like such a negligible amount. And I probably could have gotten it done in an hour if I didn't like explain everything and like without organizing it. Like at the beginning of the video, I explained for about 8 minutes before I started organizing. And that probably cost me All right, 926 is also a duplicate. I'm not going to put the duplicates in either. I'm just going to get these 900s organized on the ring, and then I can do the duplicates for these 900s when I pick up the next one. 937 is a duplicate because I'll know what it is. 924. All right. This is still very exciting progress though. Like a part of me really, okay, my alarm went off to tell me that I have to leave. But I'm gonna finish with my train of thought. Part of me wishes that when I started cross stitching, I had just bought every color and put it in a bobbin box and been done with it. But I don't, you know, when you start, you don't know if you're really gonna be into it. And then I might've been like, well, I wanna try floss drops. So even though I feel like I've spent more hours of my life organizing floss than I ever want to, when I organize floss or patterns or things, I do think it really helps me get closer to the craft as like a thing and more like as like in its totality, more than just the activity. All right, so this is how much floss is on rings and numbered. This is 0 through the 700s done. This is the 800s done. The 900s, I need to add these 4 duplicates. Definitely found enough duplicates already that I think I'm gonna be able to avoid buying floss drops. Hopefully, we'll see, like any more paper tags. And then I need to, although there's still a lot of stuff in those bags. And then I need to organize this on the ring, which I will just deal with on my own later, and these 2. And then I will have a numerical order of floss drops from project bags that I can actually like catalog and know where it is and use. So pretty exciting. All right. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, but you made it to the end of this video, like that doesn't make any sense. That means you're like one of my people and you should just like, we are a community together and you should just subscribe because of that. You now know everything about me. All right. So tomorrow there's going to be a vintage haul and ship with me video. And then Monday there will be some cool, somebody just bought something on Etsy and it makes me super excited every time. So anyway, I got distracted. Anyway, and then Monday there will be a very cool, I think, extra with Allison. So thank you so much. Bye.